We are live now. Let me get my chat open like I always do. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Hello, 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 everyone. We are live now with Volume 4 of the manga of Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon. Eventually, we're going to reach the point where I don't have the physical copies up to a certain number. I didn't have number 2 because I gave it to a friend for his birthday, and I can't find an extra copy of number 2. And I only have up to number 6 after that. So I won't be able to show off that I have the volume unless I stop doing these, and then I'm able to buy the physical manga and catch up with it. Because those releases are also weird as well. So this is Volume 4. Some new characters on the cover that are going to be a lot of people's fan favorites. Both of them on this cover are some of my favorites. In fact, there's not a single character in Light's dungeon, in his country, his mansion in the Abyss, that I don't like. Every character that's with him in the Abyss, in his new territory that he has built for himself, I love in any form or capacity or at some point or other, you know? So I'm going to put my physical copy down. And thanks to having it, I can confirm that we're going from chapter 23 to 30. Okay, Lee, he's back. Our good buddy is back. He's our newest mod on our team. And we are covering this of Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon. Put you over here for that. Okay. We are moving and grooving, so I'm going to get myself set up. Of course, I'm going to need people to let me know if if you can hear me or not, because this is going to be a read-through. Because I have my AC in the background, and I have to make sure that you can hear me over that. And I may as well get some things. Okay, we'll see how that works, especially for volume purposes. I need to see if the next page fits the double spread. Let me just check my thing. Maybe make my camera smaller. That should do it. And then let's go back here. Okay. We're all set to get started. Unlike yesterday, we only have 7 chapters to read through, and it's a manga, meaning it'll go a little faster because there's more on a page, less scrolling. I can hear you loud and clear. Great. We are moving and grooving. So the last time we left off in this series, Light and his, Dark, and his adventuring party had clapped and basically just annihilated a elven serial killer and a dark elf scientist who were going around just killing people for the sake of experimentation and because he felt like it. And so we're going to follow up right after that with the after effects of killing both of them, and move on with the story, because we're reaching territory that's really fun to read. Just like I keep saying, this whole series in of itself is just a blast to read. And I hope it'll be a good watch come a couple months from now, because this is just so satisfying. You know what I mean? And something else I learned today in regards to this series is It's going to be very interesting on its release because it's not just the anime coming out in October, but Volume 11 of the novels. And I need to point this out. Volume 10 had a crazy cliffhanger where I'm like, I am desperate for the next volume. So I don't even know if I'm going to have how to allocate my time between the anime and the novel. And speaking of that cliffhanger in the novel, it pertains to characters that are introduced in this volume. So when we get to those chapters, I'll make a note about that to mention it. Especially because I feel the need to warn you all that there will be something good that happens between this stream and the next one for a certain character. It'll be a fun time. And then they're going to get the short end of the stick for a long time. And it's noticeable in the novels. It's actually very sad for that character. Of course, guess you should not have touched the novel. Well, I mean, I was reading the novel back when I first found the manga, and this was before the anime got announced years ago, so it's fine. I'll live. It's only another 2 months. And besides, I have stuff to watch, stuff to set up for other guys to watch, stuff to read, stuff to play, time to find work as well. Maybe YouTube can become my job if I hit the milestone. So it's not like I'm sad or mad that I picked up the novels. The novels are actually really good. But the manga at the moment is a very good replacement. If you don't want to read a novel, this adaptation is 1-to-1. It is perfect. In any case, let's get started. The Adventurer Slayer incident had 2 effects. First, our adventuring ranks rose by 1, thanks to the information we gave the guild. I thought we'd have to deliver their bodies or something, but luckily information was all it took to get to C rank. As for the second effect, oh, so you're sure? Positive. We're giving up adventuring and moving back home. We'll leave Dagos with tomorrow's caravan. Along the way, we'll work as guards. Departing early then, eh? We already sold off most of our adventuring gear. You've done so much for us, like saving my brother's life. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. Thank you for everything. More like you got lucky that the item Light gave you was actually, like, very useful. Which goes to show you, anything that comes out of Light's gacha is useful in some form or another. It's just the way it is. No, thank you for all the advice and the healing salve. We were just in the right place at the right time. And he's not wrong. They literally were in the right place at the right time. It was actually literally like just coincidence. Sure, part of it was Miwa wishing on the bracelet, hoping for a miracle, and it actually happened. And the only reason her brother's alive is because the guy was keeping her alive. And, I mean, why am I saying this? It's right here. It wasn't me that saved Mia, but the Knot of Prayer card. Ironically, it was Yanak who saved Elio, if only so he could experiment on him. Those two were lucky. That's what I'm saying. They were insanely lucky. How can characters in manga and anime just have, like, maxed out luck? But my luck over here is, like, a 2. Man, I wish I could manually adjust my luck in real life. I just... My luck for my family and myself just feels like it's in the negatives. I just wish I had better luck with anything in my life. Like, don't let people say otherwise about my channel. My channel was built on effort and work and, like, dedication over 9 years. If I can finally get monetized, that'll be, like, the biggest thing about my channel. Even more so than going past 500. So it's not just that we need to hit the subscriber milestone, people. We need to hit that 3,000 watch hours. Please. There are like 5 videos on my channel that could be monetized right now. and they're just sitting there with thousands of views, and they continue to get hundreds of views every week, and I can't get money from it. No matter how high my level 15, or my level is. Why did I think that was 15? No, that's the word is, dummy. No matter how high my level is, I can't do everything. My power has its limits. I couldn't save Gimra and Wordy, for instance. Which is a good limiting thing to have on his ability. He only has what his gacha has. If he can't resurrect people, he can't resurrect people. That's a very fair limit. Like, I understand we have guys like Anos and Rimuru and what's his name with the instant death ability in fiction, as well as guys like Kumagawa and Accelerator and etc. You know what I mean? We have all those characters who exist in anime, and some of them have limits, but others don't for the sake of their story. I'm glad Light has a limit. There's nothing wrong with the characters I mentioned, of course, but they serve their stories for what they are. So I'm grateful that people who will watch this for the first time won't just give him a no limits fallacy. He clearly has limits based on what the cards give him. And besides, his other limit is that he doesn't know every card at his disposal. He's not a player like we would be playing a gacha game, pulling and seeing like, okay, what are the odds of getting this character? Or what are the odds of getting this item? He doesn't have that kind of power to even know what comes out of his gacha. He plays it ever since he was able to get lucky with Mei. Meaning, he has less power than we do as gacha players. I can speak like that because I have played at least 4 gacha games. 2 of which I don't anymore because their gameplay kind of got boring for me, or I got tired of their business models. Slime Isekai Memories and Solo Leveling Arise. I never thought I'd say that about either of those games, but I genuinely got tired of them and I deleted them. I got tired of Arise just doing alternate universe originals when there's literally the entire manhwa right there. Why are you doing alternate universe characters? And with Isekai Memories, I just found the game got boring. Nothing to say about Rimuru or anything, mind you. I am glad I played it when I did. I joined that game when the Overlord collab was brand new, but I think that game ran its course with me. I got my desire sated, my 2 favorite isekai protagonists got to meet each other, and there's nothing else I could ask for, really. So I deleted those 2 games. The 2 I still play are Azure Lane and Arknights. And I'm actually a recent Arknights player. So to get back to my point about Light, it's cool that he's playing it so blindly. Like, he pulls from his gacha, and he has no idea what comes out. Or even the fact that some cards are actually so powerful in what they are, that they have their text literally hidden from any appraisal skills. And that is saying something when you have the most maxed out appraisal you could have, and it still says mysterious things. Like, question marks. So, this conversation I'm having is a big deal, because this shows, once again, he's only like a 12-year-old boy. He's barely older than a Pokemon trainer, yet he has this unlimited gacha. He's already the king of his own nation, essentially. He has a giant army at his disposal, but yet he has limits. That's what I also find so fascinating about this. If you're giving up adventuring, what about Mia's tuition for Magic Academy? Couldn't you join another party to keep saving up? Now, when it comes to her dream about the Magic Academy, I'm not going to say much because it was actually a very recent thing for me to find out about in Volume 10. It's not going to be for a long time, but Mia, just keep living, girl. I promise things will happen. Things that will happen that will change your life forever, and you will either be flabbergasted by the results, or you'll be happy with them. I'm not going to say anything more on that. We could. Actually, other parties have offered, but we turned them down. But even before what happened, I was already always scared to go into dungeons. When we were together, I could get over my fear. But now, yeah, adventuring with anyone but Gimra and Wordy just wouldn't feel right. Besides, we want to give them a proper burial back home. I see. Maybe I can't attend the academy, but I can still study magic on my own. I'm gonna try to be a mage who will make you proud, Mr. Dark. If you're ever in our neighborhood, you let us know. The whole town will give you a warm welcome. It's a deal. I hope your town has plenty to drink. I mean it. You'd better come. We'll be waiting. I don't know if I have reign to say this now, because the next time you even see her, it's not going to be for a while. I don't even think she'll have another scene in Season 1. Yeah, her next appearance is Volume 6, which will probably be like a Season 2 territory. Unless Season 1 has more than 12 episodes. I completely forgot that was a possibility. With Gachiakuta and Togen Anki getting so many episodes, the ref has his work cut out for him, but what I'm saying is I can't believe that it's no longer the standard anymore to just be 12 episodes. They're finally realizing they could just keep making episodes. It's wonderful. They'll be fine, my lord. They're still young. Their hearts may grieve for now, but they beat straight and true. They'll find their path in no time. Let us look forward to our reunion. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Gold. It'll be a happy one. Then someday, when my true story can be told, I'll take them to Gimra and Wordy's real graves. I mean, to be fair, that's the safest place in the world to put their graves, because now you don't have to worry about anyone grave robbing them. And for anyone that's asking, why would any of the other races grave rob human tombs? They hate humans like a burning passion. Why wouldn't they if they had the chance? Just to mess with their corpses. There are some things these individuals in this world do that is messed up. Even by their own race's standards. You two, hold the fort here. I'm heading back to the Abyss. I promised May and Ellie. Our pleasure, Lord Light. Release! Teleport! I thought about it, and here's what I'm gonna do. Ever since I found out about this series, and I was reading the novels and manga, I thought to myself, why not keep track of every card that Light confirms to have? That he ever pulls or uses, because it would be a cool list to have when the series is finally over, of like all the different cards he's pulled from his gacha, all the different things. But once again, that's a case of, do I wait for the anime to do that? Do I do it now? And it's not that hard. I always keep track of that stuff very diligently in all the novels I've read. So it's not something I would have to spend too much time on. But it sounds like a cool thing to just have for the subreddit, because funny enough, people, I'm one of the mods who runs the Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon subreddit. Some other guy had started it back, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago when the anime was first announced. Or was it 8 months? Something like that. And I saw it, and I saw that it was brand new, and I was like, can I join you as a mod? And the guy was like, sure. So we now run that subreddit for this series. And I'm the one that's putting up all the novel illustrations, links for my videos specifically. So I think that would be a cool thing for the subreddit to have. Like a list of the cards Light uses up to a certain point. Maybe I have it be, because you never know, like the anime may go out of its way to add stuff. or the manga might accidentally skip something from the novels, but so far it's been really accurate, so I'm not about to press it any farther. So if anyone thinks that's a good idea, you can always comment below if it's worth doing or not. Thank you for adjusting your schedule, Lord Light. It's an honor that you took the time. I'm so glad to be your maid. I'm grateful for the chance to see you too, blessed Lord Light. This is already a day to remember. It really has been a while, huh? So how are things going with Kyoto and Yanak? I've probed every cranny of their minds with my magic, and I've checked their story through truth-detecting magic and interrogation to make sure it matches to match the memories Ellie extracted. Here is our report, my lord. Thanks for putting it together. A submaster is a descendant of a master, meaning they're magically gifted and gain levels easily. No surprise there, but wait. Is this accurate? The reason every nation seeks the master is because left unchecked, they could destroy the world? What about the fandom? Do they have one? Good question. I don't know if the fandom wiki exists for this series yet, or if they already have a list going. That'll probably be something I check after I'm done today with both of these streams. Because, of course, I don't want to step on any toes if there's already something going on. But considering that I'm sure people on the subreddit do their own things separate from the fandom wiki, I don't think it would be too much of a hassle. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, destroy nations, sure, but the world? Due to this master's extreme power, we assume that in order to gain a military advantage, every nation sought to win them over. No matter how strong they are, they're just one person. One person who could destroy the world? I assume that means snuffing out all life everywhere. Of course, I don't know why they'd want to do that. It's all pretty hard to swallow. I mean, bro, like, maybe you're underestimating your own power, but what about you? You have the potential to destroy the world, don't you? What do you two think? I share your opinion, Lord Light. Right now, there isn't enough information to draw conclusions. If left unchecked, a master could destroy the world. So said the commander of the Elven Queendom's elite White Knights. Kyoto himself forgot he'd overheard it. I thought it prudent to dig through their brains again for more detail, but found nothing more of value. If several doses of your magic couldn't find anything, there's no point probing further. How are Kyoto and Yanak now? She shows him they are just about ready to die. Oh no. Oh, come on. The quality is supposed to be good. I wonder if something's going on with my playback. I'm looking at my chat, and it looks like there might be problems with the stream, but it looks fine to me. Maybe that was just a momentary issue. We've got our info. Guess they've suffered enough. Let's finish up. They've attacked Elio and Mia and killed countless humans, including Gimra and Wordy. For their mass slaughter of humans, here it comes. I sentence Kyoto and Yanek to death. Release. Double SR Dead Man's Party. Like I was just saying, see? You'd want a track that Light has a double SR card called Dead Man's Party. Because, like, once again, it'd be cool to track how many he has and stuff that's happened in terms of those cards that he has. Especially considering how many he seems to get for, like, other specific rarities. It should be known, though, that the only people cards that he can get duplicates of are ones that are not, like, named characters. Because it would be kind of weird if he pulled another Ellie or another May. So to make sense of that kind of logic, Here's what I've headcanoned. I don't know if the series will ever confirm this, but this is my headcanon based on my gacha experience. You know how some games, when they have like a banner going, and they have certain characters where you can guarantee them after a certain number of pulls? In those cases, of course, you can get duplicates. But here's what I think goes on with Light's gacha. He summons them, right, if he gets lucky. Like he got Mei on his first try after getting betrayed. And once he pulls Mei, there's no longer any way to get her card again. That's what I think. Because you're not seeing like multiple of Mei or Ellie or Nazuna. So the gacha itself limits itself on those certain characters. Now I know for a storytelling reason, there's no duplicates of Ellie or Nazuna or Mei because they're those characters, obviously. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, certain spells, he'll obviously have duplicates of, and because a magic caster could cast it multiple times. Or he has multiple items, parring maybe one item. And when it comes to other kinds of cards that are people, like you saw with the maids in, like, the early chapters, no two maids are exactly the same. But most of them are the same rarity. You see where I'm going with this? If a certain character is a certain power level or rarity on the card, then they're the only one that exists of that card. But if you're a low enough rarity, like a normal or a rare, like maybe you were just a merchant that was a card that Light summoned, or certain adventurers that we'll meet in a couple chapters actually. Those are duplicates. You can get many of those, but they're not the exact same person. You know what I mean? The gacha itself, and this is only my headcanon, take this all with a grain of salt, but the gacha itself, what's the word? It compromises for losing a powerful option that it could pull by then giving you so many duplicates of the same classification of a different card to make up for something being gone. Sure, it's infinite, so the author left the door open for infinite possibilities, but that's the way I look at it. Because it really does make you wonder, what are the limits there with his gacha? And if I'm going to be the forerunner on YouTube that advertises this series and be like the big guy that props this one up on a pedestal, I need to have these kinds of thoughts now. Well, they're dead because of Dead Man's Party. And they're gone. They deserved even worse. But hopefully their victims can rest easier now. Yes, my lord. Now then, I see you have other information here. We'll have to go through that too. First, I have something else to report, blessed lord. Oh yeah? What is it? We're ready to take revenge on Sasha the elf. Really? Ellie? Already? Yes, my lord. You need only say the word and we begin. Yes! This is one of my favorite arcs of the series. This is the first time they get to publicly show off their power and just completely crush a country. And it's only the beginning of better stuff to come after, but I still love this part of the story so much. Because it's also like a tiny, like, round robin setup for all these different matchups. Things are looking good for our side. The traitor Sasha is known to be wed to the White Knights' vice commander, the same White Knights with whom Kyoto was affiliated. They're a squadron of submasters, descendants of masters. Perhaps this revenge plan will fill some gaps in our knowledge. Good thinking! Thanks, Ellie! No time to waste. Put the plan in motion. My pleasure, blessed Lord Light. Garo was a good start, but now it's Sasha's turn. Ha! I've been looking forward to hearing you beg for mercy. You won't let me down, will you, Sasha? Let's go. You already know it's time for it's time for stuff to go down. It's going down. We're yelling timber. She's going down. She's gonna die. And it's gonna be painful. But we're gonna like it. Because she is nasty. Chapter 24, Obsession. Oh, great. We're getting a story for Sasha. No, please. No. Nice try, story. You can't make me sympathize for any of these characters. You can't. Or is this the opposite? Making us hate them more. I was an illegitimate child. My father was a noble, my mother a commoner he desired. When she died and I came of age, I turned to adventuring. My half-sisters and stepmother spared no love. They never let me forget my place. But they were all smiles when my fortunes finally turned. Sounds like it's not even just Sasha. It's, well, to be fair, it is the world and society, so it's to be expected. It started with my engagement to Sir Sir Michael, Vice Commander of the White Knights. I've never felt better. I mean, the look on Light's face when he realized we tricked him. This story never fails to delight me, Lady Sasha. My handsome reward for disposing of Light, the suspected master. It's not gonna last, but it'll be fun while you have it. The fool tried to run. How he cried when my arrow hit his leg. Oh, I wish you could have heard, Sir Michael. I'd love to see any human cry in despair, especially a would-be master. I've seen my share of human villages razed in battle. Somehow they get even uglier when begging for their lives. It's so unsightly one can't help but laugh. Precisely, Light was the same. He was ugly already, but when he was about to die, hilarious. Oh, she's in for it. Oh, she is so in for it. I'm so glad we met, Lady Sasha. Not many fair ladies will speak with an ill-bred knight such as I. Nonsense, I'm delighted to be your fiancé. It's hard to believe I'm not dreaming. I feel the same. Oh, Sir Michael. Ugh. Nice try. I might be a hopeless romantic, but this is not one of those cases. I am sorry. Nope. You can't tell me otherwise. I have a limit. I know my boundaries, and I have a line in the sand I don't cross. This is one of them. Ah, that's Sir Michael, gallant as ever. You two make a charming couple, my lady. Thank you. It stirs my heart to think you'll be wed by year's end. Don't rush things, it's still a ways away. Not so much, my lady. Blink and it will be here. Just be sure you mind your figure. You'll want to fit into your wedding dress. Nice try. How about no? Don't be rude. I assure you What the? Why the sudden stop? Sorry, Lady Sasha. A human slave spilled his cargo into the road. Useless human bastard. Pick it up now. Says, sorry, sir. I'm just so tired from working. If I might rest the lowly beast a man's rest, move it. It figures a human can't even stack boxes properly. Indeed. If Light really had been a master, I'd have been forced to control him physically. Ugh. Thank goodness Light died and nobody. Or did he? Huh? What? Da ha 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 ha. He's trolling her. He's trolling her. That is so funny. It can't be. My lady? You there, human boy. Stay right there. It can't be. It can't. It's impossible. I must be seeing things. That can't be light. It's a dead end. There's nowhere to hide either. Where is he? Just my imagination. Light was only level 15. He couldn't survive the abyss. Besides, it's been 3 years. He would have aged as humans do. The boy I saw had aged not at all. Light was simply on my mind after all that talk with Michael. That's all. There's a note for you, Sasha. Meet me in the Great Tower. Light. Look at that. God level trolling. He is messing with her so hard. No! 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 With Light disposed of. No, it can't be. I am to marry into royalty. Join the core Count's family. A mansion, riches, all should be mine. It must be a joke. If word gets out that Light is alive, I'll lose everything. My stepmother and sisters will laugh. I'll be back at the bottom. No, I won't let that happen. How could he have survived? I've got to kill him for good. With my own hands this time. Great Tower? What Great Tower is that? Where the hell is it? Is this in code? Damn it, why me? Hehehehe. It's about time, eh, Ellie? Yes, indeed, blessed Lord. Soon she'll face all her sins and learn who she betrayed. We'll carve it into her very soul. She'll suffer, beg for death, and then she shall have it. That's the spirit. Keep taking the lead on this for me. Of course, blessed Lord. Operation Revenge on Sasha is officially underway. Let's go. Chapter 25, White Knights. The Elven Queendom is home to many knights, but one group stands above the rest. In fact, they're worth all other knights put together. Such is their formidable power, the strongest the Queendom has to offer. The White Knights. More like a bunch of white softies. More like a bunch of white knight trash. We're getting so many characters, and they're all gonna be dead. It's gonna be so much fun. White Knight Commander Hardy. White Knight Sharp Hat. Sir Sharp Hat, not in public. Wow. Wow. Cannot believe he's doing that. Okay, sure. White Knight Mustang. Oh, and the twins, Kia and Nia. Kia, scream louder. Come on, let's hear ya. Hey, Chief, hear the news? About Kyoto, the self-appointed hero, I mean? Look, Nia, I got his leg. Where it is, he took Grandius into some dwarf dungeon, killing adventurers left and right. Some guys can't accept they've hit their limit, huh? I hear he had some dark elf helping him, so they could experiment how to raise his level cap. But get this, some human brats tripped him up and got away. Long story short, word got out, wanted posters went up, and both of them hid deeper in the dungeon. They're still down there. They're still down there, huh? That's what everyone thinks. Look here, look! I took his ear clean off. Now the brass is trying to save face, which means they want us involved. No, thank you, am I right? Sir Sharpat, what are you saying? Orders from above are absolute. Any problem caused by a former White Knight is up to the White Knights to resolve. Ah, forget those boobs. The only boobs I need are right here, eh, Sasha? Sir Sharpat, once again. Hey, Nia, I'm gonna get the other ear next. Okay, Kia, I'll go for the eyes then. Shut up already. Just finish him off, will ya? He's our slave. We decide what to do with him. Yeah, we bought him with our own money even. Nope. These guys are cooked. These guys are gonna die. These guys are gonna die. They are so screwed. So butt out, you pervert. Yeah, you and your human Ugo fetish. She's no Ugo. You just can't appreciate her charms. Sir Nia, Sir Kia, please be reasonable. Why don't you put him out of his misery, like offering mercy to a dying soldier? Why, he's only a lowly human. Isn't their pathetic existence suffering enough? We must show them the kindness of total extinction. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. So there are those that enjoy human suffering, and then there are those that are delusional enough to think that freeing them from their suffering extends to extinction. We've reached this guy, everybody. He's arguably worse than every other bigot in this series. It's more humane than letting them suffer. Can't you all understand the ultimate mercy? You should pull that stick out of your ass before it gets you in trouble. Thank you for your concern, Sir Sharpad, but I'm firm in my convictions. Oh, is that so? Fine, you stubborn pain in the ass. Silence! All this human talk is spoiling my tea. Nia, Kia, keep your toys at home. No torture, lest you forget how to kill. Sharpat? You got it, Chief. Boom. Dead. Head exploded. He is gone. That is very, very messed up. Nia, Kia, get rid of the body. Mustang, clean the grounds. Yes, sir. As you wish, Commander Hardy. Sorry if that scared you, Sasha. How about refilling my tea? Then you can go back to your room. Oh, okay, excuse me. Kyoto may be an ill-mannered lout and a third-rate warrior at his level cap, but he was one of us. We will settle this ourselves. We cannot allow Kyoto to further disgrace Her Majesty. Okay. Kyoto used to brag that he was a shoo-in for commander. He had an eye on your seat, Chief. Of course, hitting his cap put an end to that. And you, Sharpat, do you want my seat? Me? A commander? Respectfully, hell no. When I first joined, maybe a little. Now that I know how strong you are, no thanks. Every submaster thinks they belong on top at first. But you get over that embarrassing rookie phase, you know? Of all the tribes, the blood of the masters flows strongest in elves. However, not all those with the blood become strong. Only a rare few experience the blood awakening. Hardy is 3,000. The Vice Commander Michael is 2,500. Mustang is 2,000. Sharpat is 2,000. And Nia and Kia are 1,800. A typical elf caps out around a level 1,000. This is a big deal. Being a submaster has its privileges. That's an important thing to have. The context that a typical elf cap is level 1,000. Among the elves, these exceptions are called submasters. Being entirely made up of blood-awakened submasters, the White Knights are in a class of their own. However, even submasters have their limits. These vary based on the strength of their awakened blood. Every White Knight but Mustang has reached theirs. Refusing to accept his cap, Kyoto went rogue. But this is all classified information known only to a few. Stop fooling around with humans. You'll taint your blood. Wow, that's actually very harsh. That is beyond harsh. That is just messed up. for thousands of years now. No master has appeared. There's no new blood. The number of submasters has dropped below 20. And still you dilute our submaster blood? Okay. If that's not obviously an undertone for something diabolical in history, I don't know what else is. That's insane. I won't go any farther than that, but still. Please, it's not like I'm breeding with them. Just having a little fun. I know it might look bad, but they get so horny when they think an elf wants them. They work so hard not to be discarded. It's amusing. Can't believe I have to read this before getting to the awesome vindication that they deserve. I am feeling kind of over it, though. I'll probably get rid of Sasha soon. Sasha. Taking them out of town and shooting them as they run is the best part. Want to join me this time, Chief? I'll pass. Orders to kill Kyoto should come soon. Handle her before then. Sure thing, Chief. Light, please. If you're in the area, please save her. I mean, I know maybe not, and that's probably wishful thinking, but there's the hopeless romantic in me. If she's gonna run, and he's gonna shoot at her, there's a chance she could get away and maybe live. But Kyoto's official death warrant never arrived. And for good reason. A few nights later, in a deep forest not far from the Elven Queendom's capital, a mysterious great tower suddenly appeared. Yes, we've reached this point, everybody. The big turning point in the series. When Light starts to set up an operation on the surface. With this awesome structure known as the Great Tower. They're in for it now. Chapter 26, Under the Surface. When the Great Tower appeared on the outskirts of the Elven Queendom, it threw the lands around the capital into chaos. Hey, pick up the pace, or else, human. Even the forest wildlife was affected. High-level monsters fled their habitats. They spilled into the highway, blocking off deliveries to the port. All knightly orders except the White Knights were sent to guard the highway. But the monsters showed no sign of returning to their homes. I wonder what the elves are thinking when they saw the gigantic tower. You'll see. They were, once they heard the news, they were absolutely shocked and stunned. It was fun to watch and read. And just to be aware, as of this volume of the manga, we are in officially volume 2 of the light novel. So the previous 3 live streams were all of the first volume of the novel. And let's be real, I read those novels around the time I first found the manga. They barely cut anything from novel to manga. It's actually very accurate. You're not even missing out on much by reading the novels. Oh, so that happened. Yeah. But the monsters showed no sign of returning to their homes, as if they fled from something that had arrived with the tower. With all the Queen's Knights occupied, it was up to the adventurers to investigate the phenomenon. Large rewards were promised even for minor details. Many adventurers embarked on the search, but none made it all the way to the tower. Something was waiting in the woods to stop them. All the monsters are level 150 or 200, but they're too scared to even try to go home. They say something in the woods is driving them off. The reward's so high it's gotta be dangerous. We'll be fine, no one's gonna die. Why do you think I brought that human wench? Right, good point. Sure, at first I wondered what you wanted with a human girl and one so young. But I get it, she's a scout and bait all in one. That's why you're the leader. Man, I hate these guys so much. If something happens, the brat's our decoy. We'll leave her and run. Then we can gather intel on whatever eats her. You gotta use your head. An adventurer makes his money up here. The one problem is that bitch is too scared to move. Come on, you want to get hit again? March. Eek, sorry. Sorry. Please don't hit me. Quit crying and walk then. If our bait here gets good results, next time we'll buy a bunch of them. Human girls come pretty cheap, so we'll get our money's worth. Make yourself useful, girl. Be a good little beast and... Sing! Huh? What was that? Huh? What the? I think that's a level 1000 serpent hellhound. If my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, what is this? Help! And it ate the elves. The elves are dead. You are free now, girl. No, Huh? Shh. And it walks away. I'm saved. How about this, boys? Treasure. Huh? The Mohawks. The Mohicans. That they're called. The Mohicans? The Mohawks? Oh, these guys are cool. I can vouch for them right off the bat. What I'm about to read will be really weird with what I'm trying to vouch for them, but they have this really fiery personality. Look what we found in the woods, a little slave. Our master's already dead. Must be our lucky day. Ooh, just when I thought I was free. But still, it's better than getting eaten. No matter what they do, at least I might get out of here alive. Huh? Can't let all those wounds lower your value. I'm healed. Did he use a potion? But those are super valuable. Can't have you barefoot either, kid. I'll whip up some shoes. And a walking stick so you don't trip. Wait on your bath till we're out of the woods. Right. Can you stand? If anything hurts, let us know. Later, you got a square meal coming. That's right. We're here with her now. Yes. Yes. Roger that. We'll keep her safe as usual. Over and out, Lady Aoyuki. That's right. Surprise, surprise. Those Mohawk dudes are in the service of Lord Light. And this is what I was talking about earlier when it came to the gacha cards. There were many of the Mohawks. I don't think they were a single card. Although I have to remember, I'll have to look at the novels. The novels give a little more detail about the cards. Which is, it's okay that that stuff was kept out for the manga version. Because I don't see losing any value by leaving out that information. And it's like 10% of the whole novel that got cut, if anything. And the manga version's doing really well. It is a perfect adaptation, barring, like, really specific details. But it's so tiny and niche that I don't hate it. It would just make you want to dig further, that's all. Meow. Is everything in order? Meow. I'll take that as a yes. To think Blessed Lord Light can understand her. Well, no, Ellie. She can also talk. Just give it a minute. I don't doubt your ability, Aoyuki, but there must be some challenges controlling surface monsters that you haven't encountered in the Abyss. Of course, in Discovery, there's always opportunity. Meow. Ah, and another order from our Blessed Lord. If we find any humans being tormented, we are to save them. If their tormentors must be killed, so be it. I trust you to make that call yourself, Aoyuki. Meow. Bravo, Blessed Lord. What a splendid test of our sense of right and wrong. I'm sure Aoyuki understands, but I have my doubts about the others. Especially those ruffians with the outlandish hair. The slightest error in moral judgment could threaten the entire plan. Perhaps I'd better caution them. Though that might seem as if I question the Blessed Lord's methods. Perhaps it's best if I just watch from afar. What should I do? Oh, Aoyuki is talking. No need to worry. Our Lord anticipated everything, doubting his plan as a kid to blasphemy. I wonder. Nobody is as close to him as we are. Why, we're nearly close enough to bear his children. Ayo. Ellie? Pause. Walk that back. You would have to wait for light. I know that's your ambition and all and everything, but, maybe wait? Because, like Nazuna was saying in the beginning of the series, what are you, a nymphomaniac? Don't you feel it's our duty as his loyal companions to better know his mind? No. We must be what he wants us to be. We live for him, fight for him, comfort him. We fulfill his every wish. We love him in every way. We are his sword and shield. We kill for him. We would die for him. We need only make ourselves useful to him. Anything else is unnecessary. Well, those are the two forms of loyalty, people. Loyalty can take form in many ways, and this is definitely an extreme version. So we're mere pets then? Really, I can't understand you. The feeling is mutual. You quarreling with May in front of him fills me with rage. Prove troublesome to our master and I will kill you. That joke isn't funny, pussycat. Do you really think you could beat me? That we'd find out. It would be also a chance to see what happens when one of us dies. Whew, they're putting the aura out. Ellie and Aoyuki are aura farming. Whew. Come in, Lady Aoyuki. Meow. Whew. Well then, I won't interrupt your work any further. I'm glad I had this chance to hear what you truly think. Let's try to have another heart-to-heart in the future. Meow. Okay, she's very weird, not gonna lie. I don't know if the anime will cut some of her dialogue. It's a very possible thing. If they do, I won't complain because that's a very reasonable thing to cut. But it's a funny joke at the beginning of the series. So maybe they could leave just one mention of it. That's what I'm thinking. Because it's funny, because, like, the point of the joke at the beginning was Ellie says it so blatantly. And then Nazuna's like, Ellie, are you a nymph? A nympho? And she's like, where'd you hear that word, Nazuna? How would you know? And she's like, I heard it from the fairy maids. What does it mean exactly? And then she gets mad at Nazuna. It's such a funny moment. I hope they keep it just for the humor. And then if they have to censor her further, I'll be happy. Just keep that one joke in and I'll be happy. Ah, yes. We left the girl with a trusted merchant as usual. Next time you're in the area, you know who to call. You got it, man. Take care and work hard, kid. Right. Heading southwest tomorrow. Same way as always. Right. Roger that. Man, humans really got it rough, huh? Making her scout and act as bait? Shit's crazy. Every damn town's the same. These roughnecks were summoned by a card from Lights Unlimited Gotcha. Okay, well there's the confirmation. The dialogue is implying that they were all summoned from a single card. Which is insane to think about. Normally, it's one character to one card. But the Mohicans, these Mohawk dudes, were all summoned with a single card. At least that's the way it's implying it. I will have to double check my own copies of the novels to see if that's right or not. But that's cool if that's the case. Which means Light is casually adding to the population of this planet by just pulling people out of his gacha. It'd be like if all of our gacha accounts existed with real people every time you pulled a new character. The population just kept growing because of that. And to think, there's like millions of players of gacha games. If they all had Light's gacha, our planet would have no room for us to do anything. Think about that. And they aren't the only agents he has roaming the surface. Typically, they pose as adventurers to gather information, but this time... Okay, so this illustration here is basically like... So like I was saying before, yeah, a bunch of normal cards, a bunch of rares, and it looks like... So one card summoned the whole Mohawk crew. There's a level 15 merchant, level 10 shepherds, level 15 farmers, level 20 seamstresses, priests. So like Light is just casually placing sleeper agents into society because he can. I find that to be so cool. And you would never know the difference because they're technically alive. I heard the human kingdom's even been selling its own folks off. You ever feel like there's a plot against the humans? Plot? I figure the other 8 tribes just went rotten. Now that's funny. I read the novels and they didn't mention that in the novels. Not until volume 4. So good on the manga for putting some foreshadowing in there. Because the human kingdom is going to be important in volume 4. And it will stay relevant all the way to the current one. So that's cool foreshadowing to slip that line in there early. Oi, we don't know who must be listening in. Keep it down, will ya? Sorry, boss. All right, tomorrow we head southwest, boys. No oversleeping. Double check your gear, too. You got it, boss. Also, under Aoyuki's command is a team of monsters, including serpent hellhounds. Unthinkable. Is this really where I'm meant to go? This report about the Great Tower tells of 4-legged beasts with snakes for tails, prowling the area and scaring away even level 200 monsters. But I have to act. If the White Knights get involved, they'll find out about Light. I'll spare no expense. Hire the best people. I'll go to this tower myself. And once there, I'll finish what I started with Light. You can try, Sasha. It's not gonna go well. Chapter 27, Second Coming. High-level monsters are pouring from the forest, killing adventurers in droves. Thus, we have no reliable information on this great tower. What's worse, the monsters are blocking the flow of trade. Our citizens will soon fall on hard times. Your White Knights could drive the monsters away. You could find out what's going on with this tower. You're the greatest fighters in the Queendom. You must get involved at once. Her Majesty understands your wish to spare our people hardship, Chancellor. She feels their pain acutely. However, we need more information before we mobilize. Sadly, I doubt your judgment. And I doubt yours. The commander of the White Knights should show more courage. You're a capable administrator, Chancellor. Would you push your papers if you didn't trust the numbers on them? Discounting the ones you alter for your own gain, of course. You're making the same request of us. Accurate intelligence provides our eyes and ears for scouting. Shall we charge in with blindfolds and earplugs? This isn't paperwork after all, it's combat. The finest sword won't cut if it can't strike true. If you've never held a sword, then hold your tongue. Nyeh. Both of them stubborn as ever. The Chancellor hopes to replace the matriarchy with male elves, while Hardy's a staunch conservative. They're so desperate to silence the other that this strange tower matter is just another political point. How funny. Soon it'll be all anyone can think about. The White Knight Commander speaks the truth. Consider his word to be my own. Offer greater bounties to draw better adventurers. They will get us the information we seek. Yes, Your Majesty. Lucky you. Your support is much appreciated, Mother. Thanks to you, we won't be charging blindly into the forest. Now you've no need to thank me, dear. I'd never let such danger befall my darling son. That Chancellor is trouble. He's skilled but harbors too much anti-Queen sentiment. He should be reminded of his place. We may need to remove him from office. How scary! The poor man incurring the ire of my big, strong, hardy-wardy. Mother, this is no laughing matter. As long as you're here, darling, we can handle him. The real problem is that tower. Since it appeared the monsters have grown agitated. Unless dealt with, it could upset the foundations of our queendom. You know what? Side tangent. When have we ever used the word queendom? Ever. It's usually kingdom, which sounds like a better word. But this series goes out of its way to use the word queendom. Why? Why? It's a very odd word. I know it's supposed to represent the matriarchy and charge and everything, but wouldn't you just still call it a kingdom? This feels so weird to me. Who calls their country a queendom? With that tangent aside, let's just keep going. Could it be the second coming of the Dark Lord? That's something that'll get expanded upon way later. Not by much, but it'll be expanded upon. We can't ignore the possibility. If so, there'd be a champion born among the humans. A champion can only be human-born? Truly? Oh, this is funny. They don't even know they're talking about Light. They don't even know they're talking to Light. Or talking about him. Let me do that. It's quite likely they'd be a master, too. In that case, we'd have to win them over or kill them. We could try to exterminate all humans so no master is born. But if one were born, they'd destroy us as if we were the forces of darkness. You don't say. A choice of two evils, then. I hear a potential master was found 3 years ago. Yes, and he's about to ruin your entire queendom. Though he wasn't one, he was killed all the same, just in case. No other potential masters have been discovered since. Why would that be? If the task had fallen to me, I would have carved human vermin into his flesh before killing him. Oh, hardy-wardy, you must leave some fun for your underlings, you know. Imagine if the humans will side with the Dark Lord. I would not be surprised if that was the case. But that depends on if the Dark Lord is a force of nature that will indiscriminately kill everything, or if it's a force that can be reasoned with, and the humans would have, like, the biggest, like, everything to gain from it. And of course, the whole stuff with the Dark Lord stuff is very ominous, but I wouldn't put it past, like, humanity to be like, just please get rid of all the other races. Just indulge me, mother. They are vermin, though, with nothing good to offer. History shows the birth of a master brings only peril. Our 8 nations should unify to destroy the humans before it comes to that. Nice try, Hardy. You're never going to get the chance to have that happen. But it's a nice thought, though. There are no vermin, no humans worth sparing. But a master, even a would-be master, I'd like to see one for myself. Oh, that's funny. You'll probably have the chance to soon enough. Just to see how wretched he is. Look at all this! There's soldiers, adventurers, merchants, even an inn and a guild post. With all the adventurers here to investigate the tower, it's like a hamlet just for them. It's livelier here than at the Capital Guild Hall. Hey, is that them? The big shot party from Dagas? The Black Motley? I just call them the Black Fools. I think the Black Fool sounds like a better name in the novel than the Black Motley. What's a motley? Yeah, I prefer the name the Dark Fools, the Black Fools, over the Motley. The Black Motley? No. No, that's a translation I don't like. I hope the dub for this anime calls them the Black Fools, because that sounds like a better name. I heard they left Daga's dungeon. Guess they're here now. Yesterday that guy cast Thunder Arrow without chanting. At some elves even. Bullshit. Alright, quick meeting before we enter the forest. Yes, my lord. Roger. Showing ourselves in public like this was part of Ellie's plan. This way we could get revenge on Sasha, while also working to boost my adventurer rank as Dark. We're being watched, my lord. I know. It's those elves who messed with us at the guild hall yesterday. They're not even trying to hide their rage. They'll probably attack the second we reach the forest. Alas, I should have done more than stun them with my thunder arrow. Haven't they had enough? Perhaps they've taken interest in a certain plank of wood. Who are you calling a plank? No accounting for taste, even with elves. I told you, they're normal-sized. Save it for after the meeting, guys. That's actually hilarious. Because by comparison to Ellie, May, even Nazuna, Nemamu it technically has smaller breasts. So Gold keeps teasing her that they're like very small, but they're normal sized. They're actually just normal sized. It's just when you have like really high tier competition in that department, Nemamu really does fall short when you think about it. Stand down, you two. Don't lift a finger. I suspected we'd have a run-in, but I didn't think she'd find me so soon. If I can hold myself back, you can. Could it be him? You there, human child. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. I got a glimpse of her when I left my note. Who, me? We're in the middle of something here. I'll ask you to let us be. This isn't about you. Out of my way. But I haven't seen her up close in 3 long years. Listen up, human brat. Take off that damn mask. Show me your face. How dare you? Stop, Nemamu. What's up? Fights a comin'? I'm sorry, man, but this mask covers some pretty nasty burns. I'd rather really not take it off in public. Silence. I said off with the mask. Stop sniveling and do it. Or I'll do it for you, human. Wow, and she just slapped it off. Now watch what this mask really does. Oh, it's the next chapter. Well, look at that. Chapter 28, The Chase. We're almost done already. Well, not already, but faster than yesterday. Now show me your face. Ick. Burns on his face. And here's the explanation. The double SR, Fool's Mask, keeps me from being recognized. These burns on my face are an illusion. It's like how Ainz could be Momon by putting an illusion on his face. Oh, this is good. And look, the series keeps giving me designs for gacha cards. These need to be real-life trading cards when this anime comes out. I don't care if it's Universes. I don't care if it's Union Arena. I don't care if it's Y Schwartz. This series needs real-life trading cards based on the stuff in this series. Or the best outcome, watch it get its own trading card game. Think about it. Dragon Ball got its own trading card game. One Piece got its own trading card game. My Hero Academia, I think, had trading cards at one point. Unless I'm wrong about that. But, and I know Union Arena covers a lot of anime already. And Universes hasn't been updated in years at this point. The only universes set I even know of is solo leveling. So, and I don't even know about why Schwartz. But I need these cards in real life. They're too cool to pass up. How disgusting! Cover that unsightly mug this instant. You're the one who wanted to see it, idiot. I think I'm going to vomit. This is why I despise humans. Way to be a hypocritical bigot. But that settles it. That little freak can't be Light. It's been 3 years. Light was human. He would have grown. Lady Sasha, please wait. Light's waiting in the tower. I'll get there myself, whatever it takes. I'll kill him, and then learn about that tower. It's my duty to the queendom as Michael's fiancé. My life is coming together. If the anime proves popular, I think they will make a trading card game. If it's not, I don't think they would do that. I guess that's true. I'm just so, like, I want these in real life so badly that it does sound like a cool idea. Although in theory, it would only be the cards that Light has. So unless the game in question wants to make cards for characters that are not technically gacha cards, then you'd have to give like an explanation in the card game why they're cards. Because the way I see it is like Mei, Ellie, Aoyuki, and Nazuna, they came from cards. So they would have their own card. But everyone in the Concord of the Tribes, they're living beings already. A trading card game, that is more likely? I see. Yeah, a standalone thing would be more likely. I can't let Light ruin my dream. I'm glad I got Michael's blessing to become an adventurer again. Sasa used to act like she believed in equality. How did I ever miss how rotten inside she really was? Enough interruptions. We can't waste any more time. Let's go check out the Great Tower. Right. Yes, my lord. Stay on them. Right. In order to build up my rank as Dark, I joined the tower investigation as an adventurer. Of course, we were really going there to see Ellie. We thought we'd be alone so my forces in the tower could come meet us, but we were followed. Hey, you two from yesterday, it's get dangerous from here on. Quit tailing us unless you're ready to die. What? I warned you. Cut the crap! You're not getting away! This is the place, Lord Dark. You really thought you could run from us? We still owe you from yesterday. Aw, man, I thought you'd give up and go home already. I'm surprised you made it this far. If you'd used that effort elsewhere, you wouldn't have to die. Or perhaps if you'd been less fit, you'd have survived. Wow. Roast 'em. Huh? You're the ones who are dying. You already wasted our time, so we might as well make it slow. You were warned, but you chose to follow. Now you'll face the consequences. Hey, Mara, can you give these guys the full course? I don't feel like dealing with the corpses. Here we go. I think she's like my third favorite character in this whole franchise. Third favorite character in this whole franchise for me, and she's about to make her appearance. Her grand appearance. Who the hell are you talking to? Quit it with the bluffing. We know all about you guys. You're that big star trio, the Black Fools. I'm not saying that word. I like the Black Fools. You may be hot shit on Dwarven turf, but that don't cut it in the queendom. If you just bowed down like good little humans, we wouldn't have to kill you. At least beg a little. Grovel enough and maybe we'll give you a second chance. Here she is, people. The one and only Mara. She is awesome. And she gets her first time to shine soon. Oh, yes. We already had our top dogs. The 4 9s, as they're called. It's time for the second best squad in terms of levels. but they're just as fun. Keh. My lord, grovel to you? You're overdue for a fatal lesson in manners. Huh? Who? Ah, what the? Ah! Me? I don't care much for groveling. So shut up and die. Chomp, 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 chomp. Nope. Burp. Excuse me, I actually had a burp there. Sorry, Mara. I really thought they'd give up when we got to the forest. If I knew they'd make it all the way here, we would have handled them ourselves. Keh. Don't worry about it, Lord Light. They weren't exactly tasty, but I'd gulp down 10,000 of them for you any time. Let's go! So, she's named Mara. She's actually a chimera. Get it? Her name's Mara, but she's a chimera. That's her species and everything. She's a chimera. She's a very fun character to have in this series. Like, because out of every other one that Light has, she's the most unique for her abilities. And they'll definitely be expanded upon because this is not her only time to shine. She'll get plenty of other chances in the future to show off her abilities. But this first one is going to be so much fun. I can't deny that you get results, Mara, but damned if you don't frighten me. As much as I hate to agree with Gold, I agree with Gold. Keh. Aw, we're all friends here. What's there to be afraid of? Mara's right. You're all safe now, my lord. Yes. The other introductions are in order. I, Ice Heat, live to serve you, as do we all. My partner here agrees with Lady Ice Heat. We are in your service, my lord. Damn straight. If you got a problem, you can count on us to solve it. That's what bros are for, little bro. Ice Heat, Suzu, Jack. How long has it been? There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the squad of the 4-7s. Why are they the 4-7s? Because their levels are 7,777. And there are 4 of them. It's a double entendre of a name. It works so well because it has so many meanings. The 4-7s refers to how all of them have 4-7s as their level. The 4-7s because there are 4 of them. Or the 4-7s because they all are level 7,777. I wonder which light novel volume the manga is currently covering. It's been a while since I caught up with the manga when I was reading it on my own time. I think the manga might actually be close to volume 8 or 9 by now. The last time I read chapters from it, which was like a year ago, it was at volume 6. And they were constantly getting updated. There were no breaks. In fact, I can check right now what chapter they're currently at. Oh my god! They're at chapter 171 of the manga. I'd say that's very easily volume 7 or 8 territory. So yeah, we'll have plenty of content past the anime to read for. No doubt about it. Oh, Lord Light, forgive me for not greeting you properly. Meet the welcoming party. Ice Heat, Mara, Suzu, and Jack. Yeah, like I just said. The 4-7s. Because they're all level 7,777. If you didn't have a favorite among Ellie, Mei, Ayuki, or Nazuna, you will find a favorite in Ice Heat, Mara, Suzu, or Jack. Ah, these 4 are our treat. They are fun. They are just a blast. Unless your name's Ice Heat. Remember what I said at the beginning of this stream, where there was a character that, like, as of the latest novel, kind of had bad luck? If you're an Ice Heat fan, you'll get her big moment, and then you'll be sitting on her waiting for her to get anything else for so long. I hate to say that up front, but just to prepare you all so you don't, like, keep waiting in anticipation. It becomes a running gag with Ice Heat that ever since this incident with the elves, any future operation she's a part of, she always either loses her chance to fight or her job in the mission gets taken away from her last minute. That's all I'm going to say. And because they're level 7,777, they are ultra rare. They are the class just below the super ultra rares. Meaning, theoretically, there's no one who would be a level like 8,888 or something, you know what I mean? Unless I'm remembering wrong. So I have no excuse for not making a season 2. It's exactly right. They have no excuse for no season 2. The only excuse they would have is if the anime does poorly. And I don't see that happening. Just by this premise alone, and people will give it the 3-episode treatment, they are going to love it. If I predict the 3 episodes correctly, they are going to love the ever-loving shit out of the first 3 episodes, and then people are going to want to keep going. It'll become the new Chilling in Another World with level 2 chi powers. Just you watch. And the crazy thing about that is, that was one of the series that started this channel's renaissance into reaction videos. Chilling in Another World with level 2 chi powers. Little did I know that it would gain such a cult following as an anime. And it's actually one of the more favorable isekais out there. I knew of it back when it was just a manga, and then I read the novels, and then the manga was so slow to update, I just read the novels all the way to volume 14. And, yeah. It is such a fun read when you just want to, like, sit down, maybe cool off, and just relax with a nice book. Okay, we have 2 chapters left in this stream. Then I have to get myself ready for the next stream, but I have realized now, because of how long it was when I made the original schedule for it earlier, I made a gap of time between the 2, and I'm realizing now I should probably move the other one to be later. Just so I can prepare myself, because I'm doing all this talking non-stop. I gotta give my voice a rest. This isn't like a reaction where I'm not talking every minute of the video. So I'm definitely going to take a little break and then come back when I'm ready. Sometimes I wish that the live chat has an editing side when it comes to editing a message. I feel you. I wish so badly. I know what you meant, though. You meant so they have no excuse for not making another season. Especially if I or someone made a mistake. I know what you mean. Chapter 29, Perfection. Sorry, we didn't mean to lead those guys to our meeting spot. Nonsense, my lord. We should have had the sense to embark sooner. Do forgive us. I appreciate your courtesy, Icy, but really, I do apologize. Now then, show us to the tower. At once, my lord. Suzu! Answer properly. We're in Lord Light's presence. Sorry. Forgive us, Lord Light and Lady Ice Heat. My partner is exceedingly shy. I know, Locke. No need to worry. Oh yeah, Suzu's a fun character. She She is such a... How do I even want to phrase this? She's a character who I can, actually, that's disrespectful. I shouldn't say she. They. They are a, just a, they are a testament to this series, given of what they are. Now, yes, you could take that to mean two different things, because Suzu has a partner named Locke, who is her talking musket, which is awesome and badass, but I'm referring to Suzu as they. You'll see why as the story goes on. It's actually the most wild reveal because it comes out of nowhere and someone just bluntly says her appraisal out in public. Not public, but like, it's like information that she never wanted or they never wanted anyone to know. And so it's like really messed up that it got revealed in public. Okay, I keep saying public. I mean like in the company of Light's other subordinates. And it's so random because you don't expect it to ever get revealed ever. And it just did in volume 7 so bluntly. I was shocked when I read that for the first time. So once again, I say that now as a warning. If you're okay with Suzu and Locke as a character, then great. They exist as a character. If you'll find issue with it because of certain gender stuff, maybe this is the time to leave. Suzu doesn't get a lot to do in the series. They get, what, 2 big moments as of Volume 10? And I'm not bothered by this stuff at all. I'm not. I'm making a point for the people who do care. Because I don't want any of that nonsense on my channel. If you people want to say all this crap and say things that matter, go do it somewhere else. My channel is a place for everybody because I am a lovely, loving, kind Christian. Christian people are supposed to be loving of others. Even in situations where it seems like you just can't. So I'm making this point so we can all move on. Are we all chill? Okay. Yeah, Lee, my new mod. I think we found something else we may have to ban, just so that I don't have to worry about it. I am not about to dive into any of those waters because I refuse to get myself involved in complicated issues. Complicated in the sense that I am not about to take a stance on something that I don't know anything about, and I'd rather not get people fired up in my comments section or any live chats in the future. This is the most random place to bring this up, I know, but we may have to put some parameters in place. With all that being said, let's go. We shouldn't keep the others waiting. Yes, my lord. Right this way. I must say, Jack, I didn't expect to find you here. A most wonderful surprise. It's been too long. It was mostly Ellie's idea. But I figured if my bros are out there, I'd better pull my weight too. So Gold, you taking good care of the little squirt? And, the rest of his subordinates are flinching. Hey now, quit with the dirty looks. Save that bit for the bad guys. I keep public and private separate. We're all friends here. Why the fancy? Light's never asked me to lick his boots, you know. You guys want Light to always act like the big boss, huh? Don't push that on him. It's lonely enough at the top already. What kind of bro would I be if I let that happen? And everyone is just mad because of their own loyalties. Guys, I'm fine with Jack speaking that way. Don't rake him over the coals. As you wish, Lord Light. But Jack, don't provoke them. And he's like, whatever. And then he's like, that sure killed the mood. Icy, you usually just wear your maid uniform. I see you've got your gauntlets today. Haven't seen those in a while. Lady May has taught me so much about maidly honor that even I feel a little strange wearing them again. How about stripping him off, and why not the apron too? I would never act so brazenly before Lord Light. Remind me to beat some manners into you later, Mara. I'm game. I'll play with you anytime you like, Ice Heat. One might think they hated each other, but they get along well in the Abyss. I hear they eat together in the dining hall. I guess opposites do attract. Pay close attention to Ice Heat and Mara. I don't know if the manga has done the side stories, and it's been a while since I read this version, because the novels do start to do a lot of side stories for characters in the Abyss. So, if the novels lost anything to the manga version, it's just side stories. And even then, you're not losing out on too much. You just get small chapters that are dedicated to other characters' points of view. Oh, I won't be playing. Less surprisingly, Silent Suzu usually eats alone. Well, Locke's there too. That's Suzu's talking musket. As a gunner, Suzu's power is a little strange. Locke fires bullets, small projectiles at high speed. And I should make it known, people, Locke is the only existing gun in this world. Considering what this world is, it's actually very funny that a gacha card would be a gunner. In a world where gunners just don't exist. Well, no. I think Sharpat mentioned something earlier about shooting them, but I think he meant like shooting magic. So I don't think a gun properly exists in this world. Until Suzu brought Locke with her. Sorry, them. I'm so used to just calling Suzu she, because the series itself calls her she. But that's not entirely accurate. Suzu may look like a girl, but I gather she's both male and female. Wait, is that what double gunner on Suzu's card means? Yep. There's no dancing around that one, anime. I dare you. Adapt that. See what I mean when I brought up in my prediction video that this should be an MA series? Given full reins, mature audience only. Especially if you're going to have dialogue like Ellie's. So Suzu is no exception. Keep this in the back of your minds, people. Wait, is that what double gunner on Suzu's card means? Quote, double gunner. If any of you can spot the innuendo there, good for you. Lord Light, we've arrived at the Great Tower. It's even bigger than I thought. Nah, Ellie and Ayuki are sitting on one of the floors, on top of one of the floors, and Nazuna is just swinging a stick. That's probably the strongest stick in existence. Ayo. Blessed Lord Light, welcome, welcome. Meow. Hey, Lord Light, look what took ya? Sorry. Hi, Ellie, Aoyuki, Nazuna. Let's discuss the plan inside. The interior is imbued with my magic. Through techniques I picked up by analyzing the Abyss's core, not even magic can pierce what goes on inside. Perceive what goes on inside. So rest assured, it's secure. Wow. So this is what it looks like on the inside. What's that? Just a pet of mine. I summoned him to help with the operation. Huh? I didn't think I pulled that card. You summoned it? It's a dragon. It's a dragon. I love dragons. Let's move to the top level. Once the traps are engaged, the teleportation magic won't work. But for now, we can teleport without any trouble. Now that we're all here, Blessed Lord, allow me to go over the details of Operation Revenge on Sasha. Our overall goal was proposed by Blessed Lord Light himself. We'll celebrate Sasha's upcoming marriage in the name of vengeance. I've arranged everything to my own specifications. It'd be wasteful for us not to benefit from Sasha's demise. So first, we'll use her to boost Blessed Lord Light's adventurer rank. Then, we'll put to use those white knights the queendom is so proud of. They'll make a fine test of our own combat abilities. Of course, we already know we're a formidable force, but this will allow us to see what an actual war would look like. That's right. As early as a potential episode 4, we'll be getting into some real combat. When the test is done, we'll make the White Knights tell us about the Master. We'll conquer and subjugate the Elven Queendom. Then find out what the other nations are up to. Even if something stronger than us is out there and destroys the tower, the Abyss will remain unscathed. This tower is our touchstone. It will be the base of operations for our pawns. That about sums up the operation, Blessed Lord. Nice plan, Ellie. Still, you really think they'll all come here? I'm sure of it. Hence my pet on the first floor. Even now, Aoyuki's monsters are driving Sasha in our direction. What's with all these beasts? She'll arrive at the Great Tower soon enough. Meow. Once she's here, she'll get to meet my pet. What now? A dragon? Why is a dragon coming out of there? Use it as bait. The other beasts were bad enough, but now I've found a dragon's den. That's where Light is. There's no way I'm getting inside. I must report this. Only the White Knights can handle it. Sasha will report the dragon to the Elven Queendom, but you'll give that information to the guild before she does, Blessed Lord. You'll earn esteem as an adventurer while also forcing the White Knights into action. The tower harbors a red dragon of all things? The tower is a fair distance from the capital, but well, dragons can fly. There's no telling when it might come and burn us to the ground. No telling indeed. Chancellor, how reliable is this information? There are 2 reports. The first is from the Black Fools, a human adventuring party that made its name in Dagas. It came to us via the Adventurers Guild. Incidentally, the same party recently reported an ex-member of a certain knightly order committing a murder with a dark elf. Human or not, I must commend them. The second report came in a few days later, from Sasha, the fiancée of your vice commander, Sir Michael. Fearing for the queendom, she took it upon herself to investigate. I'm told both reports are credible, and I'm inclined to agree. Both human and elven adventurers, eh? If reports from 2 tribes align, there must be something to it. Indeed. Given the threat to our nation, the White Knights must move out at once. Don't you agree, Commander? Very well. My White Knights will not fail. We shall slay the Red Dragon. It's funny. Guys, you think you're going to kill a single dragon? You're actually walking into a den of strong King Ghidorahs. Not just a simple tiny dragon. You'll be facing like 7 King Ghidorahs. That's the way I'm making this comparison, people. Or, it's like, instead of facing this red dragon, they would be facing Veldora. I'm trying to make dragon examples. Is it working? The White Knights won't come alone. The coward Sasha will surely follow to try to kill Blessed Lord Light, all to protect her rosy future. I prepared company for our guests, the strongest fighters we could muster. Myself, of course. Super ultra rare Forbidden Witch, level 9999. Aoyuki. Super ultra rare Genius, Monster Tamer, level 9999. And Nazuna, 3 of the 4 nines. See, they call themselves the 4 nines. Super ultra rare Ancestral Vampire Knight, level 9999. Also, Suzu. As Suzu's partner, I am also honored to serve. Ultra rare Double Gunner, level 7777. Mera. Here's hoping this won't be too boring. Ultra rare Chimera, level 7777. Jack. Elves, knights, whatever, bring 'em on so I can show my bros how it's done. Ultra rare Iron-Blooded Barricade, level 7777. And Ice Heat. I, Ice Heat, shall fight with all I have, my lord. Ultra rare Frozen Firestorm Grappler, level 7777. The greatest fighters in the Abyss versus the Elven Queendom's own White Knights. This tower will play host to a party to remember. I guarantee you'll leave satisfied, Lord Light. To think this will only be the middle of the season. This is going to be great. This is going to be absolutely just so vindicating, it's not even funny. It's so satisfying. We have one more chapter. And then, I mean, it's funny that I've timed it so perfectly. I finish this one and then I can move right to the next stream. But I'm not going to do that. I'll move the stream back maybe an hour, hour and a half to let my voice recover, get myself a drink, and then lock in for some battles that you are sure to be amused with. Battles that you are going to find so fun, so satisfying, so just worth it that waiting an extra hour and a half will make it even more satisfying. So we're here, chapter 30. The party begins. Everyone ready? You know the plan. Lady Sasha leads us through the forest to the tower. So Sash, you sure you got this? Because I'm not helping if you decide to bail. I'm fine, you can count on me. I'll show you the fastest, safest route. I want everyone to get there ready to fight. I'll do all I can for the good of our nation. I'll vouch that she can hold her own, and if not, I'm here to protect her. The Chancellor and Lady Sasha have helped by providing us with Phantasm-class weapons. Which, reminder, Phantasm class is third from the top. Yes, to protect you, myself, and the Queendom, I swear I won't hold back. Or hold you back. I'll make you glad I came along. If you say so. Sir Michael's lucky to have such a patriotic fiancé. The Chancellor wanted her along so bad, he sent loot. He's got the Vice Commander in his pocket. Huh, Nia? Grown-ups sure are sneaky, right, Kia? Ugh. Keep the power moves in court, how about? Alright, Sasha, lead us to the tower. Yes, sir. Off we go, Lady Sasha. Let's start our future together with a smashing success. Yes, my love. Start your future together? How about no? So that's it, huh? Look, Nia, it's huge! Super huge, Kia! How did it even get here? Look, look! Something's coming, Nia. 2 somethings, Kia. Clearly the 4-legged beast with snakes for tails. They'll be around level 1000. 3 more of them. I can't take them all, but if I strike now, we'll catch them by surprise. No, save it for the dragon. It'll be strong. We should avoid pointless fighting. Besides, our adventurer decoys will play their part any time now. Boom, boom. Right on time. Grr. Arf, 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 arf. And they go running in that direction. 6 took the bait. Or they were ordered to go that way. You ever think that? Hardy. According to reports, that's all of them. Yes, sir, as far as I could tell from my surveillance, there's only 6 snake-tailed beasts. All right then, we enter the tower and slay the red dragon. I doubt the dragon's the only monster in there. Don't get careless. You're right. There's not just a red dragon. There's like 7 King Ghidorahs in there. Or, or maybe I could make the comparison. 7 Godzillas are in there. Are you prepared to fight that? Silence. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on. Now's not the time for pages not to load. Here we go. I can't hear a thing. I can't even hear my own breath. It's total silence. Hey, yo, why is the illustration low-key showing an inverted color but naked Sasha? What? Why? Why? What's the point of this? Are you serious? No. No. Why? Why is that an illustration? I know it's to showcase that Hardy's silence ability erases all sound, period. And it's like, I can't feel my heartbeat. I can't hear my breath. Right. I know it's for visual effect, but why? Just why? It's total silence. This is the special form of the silence spell that earned him the name Hardy the Silent. That's what she said. Silence is typically combat class magic. It prevents one's sounds from reaching other ears, but Hardy's high-level silence is stronger. It creates a field of silence with him at the center. A short time inside would erode a normal person's psyche. Even the strongest mind would warp within 10 minutes. Since it doesn't affect him, he always got the edge, and that's why he's the commander. Finally, into the tower! Now I can put an end to light myself. Nice try, fools. You just stepped on a teleport trap. You just stepped on a teleport trap. Tower level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. Now then, let our tail, so this is Ice Heat and Mara facing the twins of fun. So this is Suzu versus Sharpat and Jack versus Mustang. And revenge. Nazuna got the honor of fighting Hardy, the commander. Begin. And light with Sasha and Michael. And there we go, people. That's the end of the stream. Right on time for the next one, I know. But I'm not ready to go right to the next one. It's perfect how I timed that. To be so on the nose, on the dot. But I'm not about to start that one right now. So I'll end this one here, because this is the end of Volume 4. We're going into Volume 5 to have some fun, people. We're going to have some fun. I can give you one guess what's coming. Fights after fights after fights. That's all of Volume 5. And there will still be more in Volume 6. But I couldn't just end today with this. No, that would be too rude of me. You'll get to see some of them die, or be so close to death that they want to die. But that won't be for now. That will be in an hour and a half from now. So if you can wait an hour and a half, you'll be satisfied. I mean, Light waited 3 years. I'm sure you can wait 90 minutes. So let's show off. Okay, this is that. This is the side story that got written just for the manga thing, but it's like from the novel perspective. And then, of course, there's that, and then there's this. The cover illustration of Volume 4, and Nazana's card. SUR, level 9999, Ancestral Vampiric Knight Nazana. That's her card. And here we go, people. We've reached the end of the stream. The next one should be starting, but I'm going to push it back, like I just said. So there you go. I'm not about to leave you all hanging. We will get more. I can promise you that. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon. And of course, keep your notifications on, because as always, I will see you in the next one.